Alright, howdy, Forklift here. So the deck we are playing today is Gruul Dragons. I've also been calling it Dragonstorm since we're playing Dragons and Storm the Festival. So this deck is Accelerants down at the 2-drop slot. So we have Florahedron, which is kind of like a land, but it's also an accelerant. We have Prosperous Innkeeper, Fearsome Whelp, and then some removal Dragon's Fire. And then what we can ramp into is we have 4 Town Razor Tyrants, 4 Moonveil Regents. We're playing 2 Leyline Tyrants. It is definitely our worst dragon in our deck, but we needed a strong number of hits for things that we can find off of Storm the Festival, and we needed another dragon to make this Fearsome Whelp more potent. So there are other cards we could play, like we could play 2 more run-in 7s and stuff, but this being a dragon is really important for synergies within the other deck. It is the worst dragon though, so we're only playing 2. We also have Goldspan Dragon, as I mentioned, run-in 7, and then finally Storm the Festival as kind of like a collected company for our dragons. So that's the main deck. And then in the sideboard, we have Flame Blast Bolts for aggro, some Chandras, for some control matchups. We have 3 Crush the Weeks for when we want sweepers. We got a couple Burning Hands for green matchups. Run-in 7 for the control decks as well as a way to generate card advantage. It's also good in Dragon Mirrors because it makes a really big creature with reach. And then 3 Inferno of the Star Mounts against control decks when we want an uncounterable threat. So that's the deck we're going to be playing today. Let's go ahead and hop into some games. Alright, Green-Red Dragons here. We are on the play, so let's go ahead and start things off. This is a totally fine hand, so let's go ahead and keep 7 here. Mountain down. I think we are going, let's see, against just the Swamp. Swamp Eye Twitch out. I think we are going to lead on Fearsome Whelp. Hopefully we draw another red source here, so we can play this Tyrant turn 3. Nice. Couple Ghasts, okay. Looks like we didn't draw. So I'm actually just going to play this as a land. Swing for. We need to draw a red source. The reason I didn't play this as a 2-drop is it's likely to die with them having 2 Shambling Ghasts. There's a lot of ways that they can have it killed. And I need to just consistently hit land drops, not so much accelerate things out right now. But we really need to hit a red source. If we hit a red source, they're going to kill our Whelp here. If we hit a red source next turn, we can play Goldspan into Leyline Tyrant, which will be really good. Perfect. And then play this Leyline Tyrant. Alright. Get down some 4/4s. And if our Goldspan gets to stick around, then we also get to Storm the Festival next turn. But they could kill our... Oh. That doesn't kill it, so... We're gonna have to erase their drain plan in the air here. So we're just gonna have to turn up the pressure and hope that they don't have like a meat hook. Because I don't think we're beating a meat hook in this scenario. So we basically have no other option here. We take 1 either way. This giving -1/-1 to something doesn't matter. The treasure matters though, so I don't think I want to give them the treasure here. Swing with both of these. Put them to 7. Auto pay our Storm the Festival. And yeah, let's get 2 Moon Veils and put it on them. Meat Hook or bust here. If they have a Meat Hook, we're probably dead. If they don't have a Meat Hook, we're probably winning this one. That's a good start for us on them not having a Meat Hook. But let's see, they could still Meat Hook for 3, which is not 4. 3 is not 4. They would have to go land for turn and Meat Hook. Okay. That's the first step. Okay, Meat Hook for 4. I think we're dead. I had to exactly have that. Kills us. Ooh, we're at 1. Okay. Well, we need to draw a land here. Any untapped land so we can storm the festival. Or a creature. I think we actually need a creature. Alive at 1. Well, this is our only hope, is this into something. We can get Wrenn and Town Razor, but they're just gonna kill us. They'll just kill us by popping a blood on Brushstroke next turn, so on to game 2. Okay, against this deck, I'm taking out the Florahedrons. I want these Crush the Weeks against them. Dragon's Fire is not particularly good against all of their idiot dorks. So I think we want these 2 Chandras. I'll bring in 1 more Florahedron as like a land split card, and we're gonna... actually, I think I'd rather have 1 Flame Blessed Bolt. Yeah, just kind of have some exile effects, and we're gonna jam it like that. Alright, game 2 here, on the play. Oh, no lander, gonna have to mulligan that. Okay, this is reasonable, so let's keep 6, and I'm gonna put back the Leyline Tyrant. Prosperous Innkeeper. We will have a decision to make here. Next turn, do we ramp out on Moonveil or... Let's see. I think we're gonna go for the turn 4 Storm the Festival plan. Attackers and hope to hit some really potent threats off of this. That's a good one as well. Okay, I think I like Wrenn and 7 Goldspan Dragon. Make our 4/4 Tree Folk.
The trees are mighty.
And swing in with the Goldspan. The life gain from these Innkeepers is also Very, very relevant against the deck that's trying to drain you out. Bloodveil Purveyor, sure. Okay. Let's plus the Ren and 7.
We will help you find safe place.
I think this turn we're going to Town Razor. Put that on their Hive. I don't think we attack in with this thing being here. I think we're just going to pass the turn. No attacks. See what they do with this 5/6. Yeah, it might be getting in against us. Let's see. Sure, Deadly Dispute. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we could almost flashback our Storm the Festival because of Gold Span if they attack us. If they attack our Ren, I'll probably just let Ren take it. Let's see what they do here. Even though Ren tokens are a premium right now. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but if they attack with this at Ren, I'm definitely letting it die. Because then on our turn, we can swing with our flyers. No? Okay. Now we have a real decision here. I think what we're doing is we're playing a land here. And let's start with, I think we attack with these. And then if they block with the Purveyor, we're just gonna crush the weak on our second main phase. Yeah, that's totally fine. Sure. Okay. They jump. Yeah. Jump, jump, jumps. Okay. Let's let damage happen. And then this sucks that it's going to kill our Town Razor as well. But I still think it's the correct play. So let's... Oh, I should have done it before combat. Yeah. But then they probably don't block, and I kind of want to get this Bloodveil Purveyor off the table. Okay. Reset the board. Let's see, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can do -5/-5, or if they play a land. So I think I'm just going to plus this Wren.
We can foster much growth here.
I'm drawing 2 lands here. And then we're going to use 1 treasure to get down a Moon Veil. And end the turn. I think we ended up playing that correctly overall, because I really needed to get that Bloodveil Purveyor off the table for my future dragons, because that thing was just always going to be a menace. It sucks that we had to remove so much of our own stuff to pull that off, but it's what kind of needed to happen. And so, let's see. They could meat hook away our token and Moonveil, which if that's the case, that's fine, because then we can get a new Tree Folk and a Goldspan Dragon out next turn. I think we're in a head position right now. Okay, sure. Meat hook for 6. We ping them for 1. They gain a couple life. It's our turn now. Let's see, we have 3, 7, 8. Put any number of land cards. We could 0 and flashback a Storm the Festival, but I think I like Goldspan, make a 7/7, make some treasure, hit ya. And they're probably gonna, oof, they're keeping that around. I don't know if that's the correct play. They can't meat hook us again here because they had to sacrifice multiple treasures to be able to do that last turn. So I guess they could have like Blood on the Snow or something, but we should clutch this one out. And even if they do deal with our board, we will get to flashback Storm the Festival next turn regardless, because we will have 8, 9, 10. So let's see how they plan to get out of this. Looks like they're just going to chump both of our attackers next turn. Okay, they scoop it up. Sweet, on to game 3. Do I want to change how I'm doing things? I don't think I actually want these Chandras after seeing their board plan a little bit. I'm gonna bring in 2 more Flame Blast Bolts, because a bolt plus like a dragon can trade for the the Bloodveil Purveyor. We don't really have a clean way to kill that card, but that's fine. And so yeah, let's jam like that. Okay. Yeah, this hand's good. Let's see. Gonna lead on the red land, hold up the Flame Blessed Bolt in case they end up playing something that we want to bolt. Doesn't look like it. So let's play an Innkeeper. Next turn, we're just gonna get down this Town Razor Tyrant. Sure. That thing will be eating a bolt soon, but I think this turn it's important to just get the Tyrant down. Eye on the clock. Attack for 1. Hopefully they don't have a Bloodveil Purveyor. Okay. Multiple brush strokes. This card is very good. Very, very good. Ooh. Perfect. So, let's see. Yeah, they're still... If they go land... They can't quite hook away our stuff yet. So let's keep up the pressure. And then probably next turn we're gonna crush the weak. Get both of these Blood Artists off the table. See if they extend into the Blood Artists, though. Okay, they hit a Bloodveil Purveyor, that's fine. That needs to be on green. And then we're gonna use this just to scry one here. I don't think I want another Flame Blast Bolt. I'm gonna need another dragon. Keep jamming through. Okay, perfect. Then resolve, crush the weak. Those off the table. And it exiles them, so they are not coming back. So they might have a meat hook here to kill our one Moonveil. And I think we're gonna cycle this mountain here to try to find a bit more action. Another Purveyor, okay. Now we're definitely gonna need to find action. Okay, another Crush the Weak. Ooh, Town Razor Tyrant. So let's play the Town Razor. another swamp here. I think we just attack, and then when they block, we're gonna Flame Blast Bolt the Blood Veil. Resolve. I think we are going to take action on this and cycle this Crush of the Week. I don't think we'll need another one. Yeah, perfect. I want to find more dragons. Do one up top. So they're probably going to have to lose both their lands pretty soon here. Don't know how much longer they can hold on to these. Ooh. They are taking it. Okay. What we really need to find here is like a Storm the Festival. Yeah. As we expected, that was coming soon. So next turn for sure they are losing both their lands. Okay, well we're gonna hold on. Let's break that first and see if maybe we find a nope. I want to see if we find a more potent dragon here. Ren, okay. Moonveil. Pass the turn. They're gonna lose both their lands here. Sure. So now each one of these is a lightning strike, which is not a lightning strike, a lightning helix. So that's 6. So they're effectively at 9. And we are effectively at 12. So every blood token that they get is going to be massive. Oh, they had a 4th one in their hand. Jesus. Jeez. I think this card's too pushed. It's definitely a card I could see. I'm gonna decline that. Go ahead and put that on there. Let's see if our Town Raisers, all these 4/4s, let's see if they get there in time. Okay. Sacrifice it, so they can't meat hook us. Meat hooking us is off the table. Not a viable line. I think we might get there. Through all the drains. Crush of the Week is very good against this deck. Yep, you got there. All right. All right, another match with dragons here. Oof. If one of these was a red land, man, oh man, would I be keeping this? I think we mulligan it. Yeah, this hand's a bit better. So we're gonna keep 6, and I'm putting back an Innkeeper. Alright, let's see. Well, we're gonna plan to turn 3 Tyrant them. I think I'm playing this as a land. Ooh. Trogdors are very good against a mana-screwed opponent. I'm so sorry, opponent. Ah, they conceded before we could Trogdor. Okay. Well, all we saw was an island. Island concede. I think they're probably... My guess is like a blue-red deck? Let's hedge against like blue-red, because if they kept just an island, that probably means they had something that could help fix their mana, like expressive iteration or something. So I'm going to take out Dragonfires, and let's bring in a couple Chandras and a couple Infernos, and like hedge against them being a blue-red deck, because that's what makes sense off of that play. Yeah. In for this hand. Hopefully our Whelp gets to stick around. We get to ramp out some dragons. Okay. We're not blue-red. Blue-black. Green. Well, we hedged against the wrong thing completely. But that's fine. That is A-okay. Let's see, pack tactics. You attack this creature till power. Okay. Venture into a dungeon. Sure. Venture away, my good friend. Oh, opponent, you're still mana screwed. Old Trogdor is gonna come ruin your day. It's gonna burninate all the lands. And then next turn we're gonna play another Trogdor. I think I'm gonna Chandra into Townraiser. Can we do that? No, we don't. If we draw an untapped red source, we can. Okay. Well, we can't quite do that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Innkeeper. We're gonna play another Townraiser. Put this one on their forest. And I imagine that they just concede. Yep. Townraiser's very good. Alright, here for another match with green-red dragons. This hand is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and keep him. Gonna lead on the dual land here. And then we're gonna start... Alchemy Awakening. I think I'm gonna lead on... Part of me wants to play Innkeeper to play around the 1 damage ping spell, but if our Fearsome Whelp lives, yeah, perfect. If the Whelp lives, we're just so far ahead. So the next turn... Okay. Well, that is a card that is going to need to die. So... I think what we're going to do this turn, as much as I want to ramp something out, this card, we have to get it off the table because this could snowball into us dying to something ridiculous. And to avoid that happening, I'm going to play Prosperous Innkeeper. I'm going to use its treasure decline to still use my mana, get this off the table, hit them for 1, and then next turn we will look to play 2 dragons. Okay. So now this turn, some life, and Town Razor, I'm gonna decline that, put this on their only blue source, and we're gonna attack with the Whelp. Okay, yeah, this thing just grows. Hopefully our dragons will get to stick around and keep doing more damage, get the beatdown going. We've put up quite the aggression, so sure. Smoldering egg. Okay. Well, we're gonna hit him for a bunch of damage here, so. Let's see, we have access to 5 potential mana. I think we're gonna put this on green, and we're gonna have it scry. No, I don't want another land. I think we're good in that department. Either way, I'm only playing 1 dragon, so I think I like playing another Moonveil here. Decline. We gain a little bit more life. Come across with the flyers. This is putting a ton of pressure on them. So it might mean that they have to start sacking this blue source. Sure. Looks like our opponent is looking to do a whole bunch to us next turn. But they have a lot of scary dragons to deal with. So yep. Looks like they might end up flipping the smoldering egg, but I'm not too worried about that. We have more than enough dragons to beat through a smoldering egg being flipped. Gosh, let's see. These 2 are from the Reckless Impulse. These 3 are from the Electrostatic Blast. Yep. Probably trying to dig to find another land, because if they find a land, then they can play something. But yeah, they're just dead to all of our dragons. All right. Let's see. Do we want to sideboard anything against this deck? Trying to think of what they had. Toughness-wise, they have an 0-4, they have a 1-2, and they have a 3-3 for threats that we saw. So Dragon's Fire is going to do a good job of cleaning those up. The rest of our removal spells don't really help us out there. So I think we're going to be pretty good to beat them with what we currently have. So I think this is a click submit matchup. Yeah. Stands pretty good. We have Dragon's Fire to interact with a threat. We got Fearsome Whelp. We got Innkeepers. We got a dragon. So all good things. All good things. Let's see if they have a 2-drop for us. Tormenting Voice. Yeah, that's fine. Well, get down the Fearsome Whelp. Sure. Here, let's just get down our Moonveil. 1. Now this deck, I bet you they brought in like Burn Down the House or something to help buy them time. we draw a dragon next turn. I either want to see more dragons, or I guess more lands is acceptable, so that we can get to these Storm the Festivals. Opponent very aggressively cycling. They are digging for something. The good news is we will be able to Storm the Festival next turn. And we have this is a lot right now. So our opponent is going to have to deal with us at some point or do something. They've just dirtled for the last few turns here. Yeah. Keep on keeping on, opponent. What are they digging to? They've just dug like 2 cards deeper every turn this game, and that's all they've done. Well, I don't think we really need to fire off these Storm the Festivals yet. So I'm just going to play another Moonveil, because I think that this is plenty of pressure. And then I'll keep these Storm the Festivals in case they are playing something like Burn Down the House as like a follow-up to something like that. And in the meantime, you know, we're threatening lethal already, so there's no reason for me to go in on this card. I will save it as my like post-sweeper follow-up if they have that. Okay. Well, with that on the stack, I think we just choose a dragon. We're gonna just shoot this for 4. Yep, and they scoop it up. All right, next game. Back for another game with Green Red Dragons here. This hand is fantastic, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it. We got ram spells into big dragons, so exactly how we drew it up. Looks like we're against probably Naya werewolves. This is a werewolf variant that's been gaining a little bit of popularity. Croaky's played it, and you know, if he does something and it gains popularity on Magic Arena, that's kind of just the way the world works. So let's play Den of the Bugbear. Get this whelp down. And then we're gonna lead on Town Razor. Sure. They're gonna hit us for no blocks. I thought they would have hasted up this thing to come across with it, but who knows if they saw that or not. So this, and then I would no. Okay. So we just go Town Razor. I'm gonna put this on their only mountain. Come across one. Put a squeeze on their red mana. Okay, they have another red, but that's still fine. Cathars, sure. Okay, so we take a bunch here. Kind of getting tempoed at the moment, but that is okay. So let's put this on green and make it untapped. So I think I'm gonna do Innkeeper into Innkeeper into Moonveil. And I'm doing this, I know it doesn't ramp me in case I draw like a Storm, but I wanna I want to start gaining lots of life off these Prosperous Innkeepers to kind of keep us in the game a bit more. And they're going to have to answer this Moon Veil, because it's, you know, bigger than most of their stuff. This also gives us the potential to do things like double block the Brutal Cathar, so they can't get in with it as well. That card's problematic, but... Six, 7. Well, it's a 6-7 with trample. I'm just gonna take the 6. So if I play this, no, I can't cast both. There's no way of me casting both. I think we're just gonna get another Moon Veil down. Decline. Gain up some life. We really need to hit some removal spells, but we're just not hitting them right now. But that's okay. Let's see. Arsonist, okay. We're probably going to have to do some blocking this turn to try to stay in this, because they're putting on a lot of pressure. Let's see what they attack with, though. The whole squad, okay. Well, our Fearsome Wolf's gonna die, that's fine here. How can we block to stay alive? Is there a way we can block and stay alive? So those double block there. And then this is still more than enough lethal. So and then that's 8, 9, yeah. So I think that keeps us alive. This gets an Arsonist off the table. Is there any better way that we can block? Those can block like that. This and this. Then we take 7 and go to 1. Yeah, I think that's better. Because this just kills them now. 4, 8, 12. Yep. And we kill them. All right, next game. All right, against the green deck, I don't think we want Leyline Tyrants, because they're not super great. Easy one to go down. Let's get in some Burning Hands, so it brings us in like a Doomblade. Is there anything else I'm just not super impressed with? Because I kind of want another Ren and 7, because the treants it makes are just so big. But all of our stuff is pretty big to them. And we have 6 removal spells now. Playing like Storm the Festival and this thing missing is pretty bad against them. So I think we need to have a more proactive card and Ren and 7, and it makes our other storms a little bit more potent. So I think we're going to board like that. Oof. This hand's almost keepable, but I think we have to mulligan that. Okay, this hand's fine. Keep 6. Let's put back a forest. And our opponent just concedes. Okay. Well, that sucks, but hey, we will take it. Alright, back again with green-red dragons. We are on the play. Ooh, we're gonna have to mulligan this hand. So, this hand is much better. So let's go ahead and keep 6. Let's think about how our play patterns are going to play out here. So we're going to put on a dual land turn 1, layer turn 2, probably Dragon's Fire, into this on turn 4. I kind of want to put back this Storm the Festival and hope to draw action. It's either that or we put back this Mountain and hope to draw. Then we're hoping to draw lands and action, because then we have to draw a land to cast this Tyrant. But we have a couple of draw steps. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Dual land. See what we're up against here. Oh, still don't know. Hey, we top decked the land we wanted, so that's good. I'm glad that we bottomed the mountain now. Okay, looks like we're up against a form of black-red. Whether that's the mid-range deck. Oh, a Jund deck. Okay. Whenever another creature you control dies, if add a +1/+1, just move it here. Dies. Where X is the number. Okay. Well, I think them having a vanilla 3/3. Like, I think I'd rather just let them have a vanilla 3/3 than have them have that thing. Let's get down to Town Razor. I'm gonna put it on their only black source. Sure. Our 4/4s are looking great here. Attack for 4. We're going to just be pressuring their life total very fast here. Okay, yeah, they opted to lose their black source. Well, I think no, because they might have a deal damage spell, and I would rather trade if that's the case. So I don't want to have it go first strike and then them deal 3 damage to this and this not trade for anything. So I'd rather get the 2-for-1. Okay, that's also fine. I'm glad we blocked the way we did now, because that would have just straight up killed this, and that's not what we would want. Okay, they found another land. Okay, this thing again? Sure. Let's go with a Storm the Festival. With that land top deck here. Okay. Put down some more pressure. Let's see what they do. We're gonna just chump 3 here and take the other 3. And then we're gonna hope to just kill them in the air with flyers next turn. Yeah, that doesn't save them. They're still taking a bunch. And neither does Graveyard Trespasser, they're still dead. So GG's, opponent. Okay, so their entire deck is just 3 toughness things. Do I want to make any substitutions? They have that 3/3 counters creature. I think our main deck's actually pretty potent against them. Wrenn and 7 might be nice. An additional one of those, but trying to think. Let's go down these 2 Leyline Tyrants. Let's bring in the other Wrenn and 7 and 1 Burning Hands in case they have another green threat that we haven't seen yet. And let's jam like that. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this hand's fine. We just want to draw lands, but hey. There's one land, so let's put this into play tapped. Okay. We are going to lead on Prosperous Innkeeper. We don't have a second red yet, and this doesn't help us color fix. And I bet they have a removal spell here. So I want to lead on Innkeeper, because leading on Whelp doesn't do us anything, and this color fixes us. So we can guaranteed to drop this Town Razor. Sure. Okay, so we are gonna go... yeah, let's just go Forest. Let's get the Town Razor down. Hit their Den of the Bugbear here. So it turns off the man land, and it's their only red source. So hopefully we're cutting that. Let's see, last time they showed us Snakeskin Veil, and then they probably Soul Shatter. Okay. We will take 3, no loss. Alright, so this turn... I think I'm just gonna Dragon's Fire. Do we Dragon's Fire this, or do we use this as an opportunity to get down Fearsome Whelp and Dragon's Fire the turn? Yeah, let's get down the Whelp. If this is a turn, we could probably get it down and it actually live, because on any other turn where they have more open mana, it probably won't live. Just 3 damage, I'll take that. I didn't attack with the Innkeeper in case they played like some other hasty threat that I'm not accounting for, and maybe I wanted to block to save some damage. Because the 1 damage hits from Innkeeper is not how we're going to win this game, so. And now, next turn, we can hopefully play a Goldspan, attack, use the 2 mana to Dragon's Fire. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so this turn, we're gonna just play a Goldspan Dragon. We're gonna attack with it. Knock him down here and pass. Okay. And then sure, you can exile something. Past the blockers, I'm gonna block the Rahilda, and then before damage, we're just gonna deal 3 to the Florian. They might Snakeskin Veil it, but if they do, that is fine. Okay, they don't have it. I'm gonna block the Rahilda, and we'll take 3 from the Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, they have a Mauling for our dragon, that is fine. Well, we're gonna cast a new one here. Let's see, they have 5 on the backswing. We're dealing 5, putting them to 8, and then we, yeah. Ooh, I didn't account for this. I thought this was the other dim. So this is still 5, 8, 9 damage. Yeah. If they just animate Den and attack, we kill them. Does that get back anything? That gets back a Soul Shatter? Okay. Okay, okay. 3, 6. They go up to 9. Sure. We're down to 4. This one is Just gonna come down to it here, isn't it? Okay, we drew a land. So we have options here. Or do we? We're pretty low. And they have a den, so we can't just play this in attack. I think our only play might be storming the Veil and hoping to hit something. But if I play this, Ren, we make a token, we have 2 blockers. They animate the den. We chump we chump here, block here with the thing, and then that's enough damage to just kill us. So yeah, our only play is actually this. And just hope that it is enough. Which it's not. So we're dead. Alright, let's go to the next game. Close one. Let's see. Do we want to change anything? No. I think being on the play is going to be enough for us. Yeah. So I think we're still boarded correctly. All right, let's hope for a good hand here. This is a good hand on the play, so let's go ahead and keep. Pass it off here. Fearsome Whelp. Whelp's gonna be insane this game. We're just gonna curve. Moonveil. Grab for 1. Yep, they might have a removal spell here. Yep. Just do 1 to them. That's fine. What they steal. Okay, so they have one of our gold spans, which is good to know. We're gonna play gold span of our own here. Attack for 5. Use the gold span mana to get down Moonveil. And yeah, they just can't keep up with the tempo gain from Fearsome Whelp. Alright, coming back from our matches here. Man, since I landed on this iteration of the deck, I've been undefeated. In our matches on camera here, we went 5-0. I played a couple matches off camera, or I also had one where the video feed kind of got messed up, so I couldn't put it in here either. But since I kind of figured out the core of the deck that I wanted to have, this list has kind of gone undefeated. So overall, deck's performing insanely well. You know, Fearsome Whelp and the Dragons package is very, very good. I also like Prosperous Innkeeper, Entangled Florahedron as other ways to ramp. I know that some of the Dragons deck are playing Orb of Dragonkind. The reason I'm not playing that card is because these cards still help us ramp into our other big spells that aren't dragons, since all of our big spells aren't just dragons, and Prosperous Innkeeper really puts in work. This card is very good in this deck. This deck races a lot, and just a couple, you know, sometimes 2, 3, 4 points of life that this gains is enough for you to win the scenarios where you're racing. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this deck. The changes I would make going forward, I think I would cut a couple of these Flame Blast bolts and bring in a couple Brittle Blasts into the sideboard. I constantly, when sideboarding, wanted a way to deal more damage to bigger things like angels and other dragons and stuff like that. So I think bringing in, having a couple Brittle Blasts to have access to is exactly what the deck wants. But this deck is insanely fun. It's a good time. I think it's actually really good in this meta currently. You know, I've grinded to almost top 200 Mythic with it, so solid deck. Highly recommend it. If you like the video, you know, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.